We made it! We made it. Family, you do not understand, like, how dope this is to be here with you right now. Like, seriously. Because it has been a long time coming. If I can tell you the way that me, Ariel Samone, how I have ran away from starting this YouTube channel. I mean, I threw every obstacle in there, like I don't have the time, right? Which is the number one excuse. I don't have time. I don't edit. You know, there's so many other people out there. You know, what's the niche market? You know, like all this crap that I know. I coach other people on not using these excuses, and yet I was using excuses to not find my tribe. You know, and I'm grateful. Not even just excited, but grateful to be here uploading this very first video, a quick and dirty, nothing fancy about it, but grateful that I finally said yes. And the reason being is because I've always had the desire to see somebody in the trenches and it not be prettied up, and not be clean, and not be beautiful, and not be perfect. Like, what does it look like for somebody that's building a business real time? Like, what does it look like for the day in the life, the daily methods of operation, the coaching calls, the moments where we screw up, where we're like, oh, like that was not what it was supposed to be. I should have done something differently. Like, what does that part look like? And I started a business at a very young age. So just so that you guys know a little bit about me, I am, again, Ariel Samone. I am from Queens, New York, born and raised to a beautiful mom and father. But my father and my mother split, you know, when I was younger. My mother was a single mom. And that's my rock, right? That is my rock. But I started my first business. I graduated from Howard University, went into my profession as a chemist, thought that I was going to go to law school, did not. Opened up my first consulting firm with my mother's support at the age of 23 or 24. And I remember not being fearful. I remember being excited because I saw my mother, you know, run a business my entire life. But I remember looking for resources and people and exampleship so that when I knew I was having the meltdown, I knew I wasn't bugging. When I knew something was going wrong, I knew it wasn't just me. Like, I was looking for those real-time examples. And being in the space of social media, we're seeing the beauty, but we're not seeing the beast, for lack of a better term. Like, we're seeing the Fortune 500 after it made it, but we're not seeing it real time while the person's in the trenches. So I needed it. And if I needed it, I knew that you needed it, or somebody you know needed it. So I promised, I made a vow to myself that I was going to start a channel that was just authentically right? Like, it was me building day to day. What does it look like to go from zero, not zero, right? Because I'm making money, but from 0 to 1 million. What does that process look like to become more, to stretch, to grow, to fail forward, and to be willing to fail forward, and to fail forward fast, but not by myself, like in front of you all, so that hopefully you too will bet on you. Like, my goal is that you can come to a safe space once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, however much I upload content, because that's not even decided yet. How about once a week, bare minimum, twice a week, 3 times a week, and you can find that there's somebody else out there that has hopes, goals, desires, just like you, that's willing to fail forward, that's willing to be wrong, that's willing to get dirty, that's willing to leave her heart on the line, so that your purpose and your gifting can be heard. You know, there's so many of us sitting on gifts that God has given us because of the fear of the unknown, because of uncertainty, because of perfectionism even. And I'm hoping that we release that. I'm hoping that we let that go. So as I build my business to $1 million and I share, you know, coaching sessions that I have, I consider myself a business coach and strategist. You know, I worked with companies anywhere from $500,000 to $5 million, and I was a turnaround specialist at one point in time. And now, you know, building with other people and leaders so that they can reach their purpose and their gifting. You know, as I build, I'm like, you know, what would it look like to see you go and start your publishing company? You know, what would it look like for you to go ahead and start your online business? What would it look like for you to start your consulting firm, all because you saw someone fail forward. That's basically the premise. But, you know, every time that you get a video, it may be different. Like, I don't even know what it's going to look like. It'll be this sometimes. Like, family, it's literally, oh, this phone's dead. It's literally 1:27 a.m. At 1:27 a.m., I'm on a 90-day run. That's why you see this right here, this chart right here. It's like a 90. I'm 13 days into my 90. I'm exhausted. Like I'm tired. And, you know, so you'll get this. Sometimes I'll have an edited video. Sometimes I'll have a coaching and a training. It'll be vlog style. Sometimes it'll be, you know, me touring somewhere. It'll just be me, you guys journeying with me throughout the day. Who knows? Maybe I'll have a guest speaker, like a podcast that I upload. You know, anything that's going to be a nugget, you know, for us to be able to become the individuals that are able to shape legacy. So, what else should I go through? Yeah. You know, so that's basically it. I'm really excited. I have on one of my favorite t-shirts, What Would Goggins Do? I'm not sure if you guys are fans of Goggins, but I love him. So What Would Goggins Do? You know, and I'm excited to just share parts of me, you know, share the journey of me, young, Black female or African-American female in business, getting it done and owning the seat at her table, because all of us one day are going to be owning seats at the table. So I'm excited. I'm Ariel Samone, and this is my journey.